இவரண்ண பகத் சிங்கா, சுபாஷ் சந்திர போஸா, இல்ல துணிஞ்சவனுக்கு துக்கமேட பஞ்சமேட்டன்னு சொன்ன வீர பாண்டிய கட்ட பொம்மனா?
Hello, welcome. உங்களுக்கு வந்து தமிழ் சினிமால வந்து எக்கச்சக்க girls fan base இருக்கு. You know that, right? Like people. Main time வந்து தமிழ் சினிமால இன்னும் நிறைய films. When are you going to actually start working on? Because we are all waiting.
I just do films. My films really don't have a language. If the film has to be told in one language, I'll tell it in one. In two, I tell it in two. Three, I tell it in three. See, right now where I stick to is, like I did a film like Ghazi before this. It was a submarine-based film, but it's a national film. Yeah. It happened outside Vizag, so it became a Telugu film. It's an Indian problem. It became a Tamil and a Hindi film. Bahubali was a film for everybody. Yeah. So it cut across. Nana Naital is a South Indian film. It was shot in Karaikudi and the borders of Andhra and Tamil Nadu. So it's a tale that happens here. So each film is kind of lending itself to being what it has to be, as opposed to anything else. And the next film that I'm doing it's not titled though, it's Madithiran. There's a loose title that we have for 1945. That's a Tamil Telugu film again that I'm doing. That's set in Madras Presidency. It's period in British India time. Okay. So each film will take me to a journey of where, in which language that I have to tell it in, I will tell it in that.
You inspire many people for fitness goals. Okay. Who is your inspiration?
See, it changes for me. Fitness really is part of my job. If I have to look like a warrior, I need to look like a warrior. If I have to look like a politician, I will change and look like a politician. So each film has a different training routine, and based on what character I had to play. See, when you saw Bahubali, where I was really big, and I was about 120 kilos, about 25 kilos heavier than what I am right now. Now then I had to do this film where I was a politician. First, in the beginning of the film, I'm a small moneylender. Now a moneylender in a village is not somebody who will go to a gym, who will not, that won't be his lifestyle. So I had to unlearn what I had learned. I had to drop all my muscle size. I had to get into that very basic shape and not anything else. After that, when I become a politician, when corruption comes into the world, the idea of just showcasing that is because when you're what happens when you're corrupt? You just eat a lot, you drink a lot, you're merry, and you become fat and stuff like that. So I try to put on as much as weight as I can for some part of the film. But when the entire film is narrated, because there's a certain loss in this person and he's narrating it back, I had to look very lean. So, and somewhere this film happens over 5 or 6 years. I didn't find any other way to tell that the time has passed. In 2.5 hours to tell 5-6 years, I thought the easiest way is to start looking different, which is what all of us are. We look different every couple of months. So that's really what I did, and it's each film to its own. But as opposed to our fitness itself, I think many people just find excuses not to go to the gym, just find time for it as opposed to finding excuses, and that's it. Okay. That's a very basic thing that I'll tell you.
Okay. I've heard that from the industry that people, particularly heroines, love to come to your house to eat. What is so special in that feast?
Yeah, I mean, because I guess, see, one is where Hyderabad is. You go to any Hyderabad house, we'll only keep eating. You go to my house, we'll be eating. You go to Prabhas' house, we'll be eating. We'll just be eating a lot of food. And whether it's the girls who have come from other tribes, they're not native of Hyderabad. So they just love the madness of Andhra eating, and Andhra Telugu people are quite hospitable in that sense. They just love eating and making people eat. So that's all I keep doing most of the time.
Can you just talk to me about Ajith sir?
He was just such a nice, simple person, and there was so much fun that I had that entire schedule, and he's a very, very hard-working man. He will shoot day nights. He will shoot. He'll do whatever it takes to get the film done. There's no doubt about that. And apart from that, him, his family, his kids. I didn't meet the second kid, but the first daughter who was there, she was so much fun. And it's just such a lovely time that you see whether it's a superstar, whether it's anything that he has. He's just, by the end of it, such a basic, simple man. A simple man who likes his job, who likes his family, and does everything for it. So it's really, really humbling every time I see him, the way he is with other people. It's really beautiful. I mean, I can go on about it.
Okay, there are two things. Number one is, in the padathula vandu you have that gold.
Yes.
Yeah. already it has captured our attention.
Yeah.
So what is that?
It's basically in the film, the top of my ear gets cut off because of an action sequence where somebody shoots me up there. So this arrogant guy doesn't know. I mean, when the journey keeps going forward, you open him with a gold piece. So it's somewhere, because we wanted to make this character quirky, we wanted to make him mad in some ways. And really, I mean, we tried to push the envelope in terms of whether the way he talks, the way he does things. And you see that journey of a simple guy becoming a mad guy. And we needed some mad shit, and I thought this was the coolest thing that we put up on his ear, and see, it really caught people's attention.
ನೂರು MLA ಕೂಟಿಟ್ಟು போய் ರಿಸಾರ್ಟ್ல உட்கார வச்ச சாயந்தரத்துக்குள்ள நானும் அவன் சிஎம்.
Heroes, particularly heroes, when they talk, take a political thriller or political based thing, there'll be a catch point saying he is interested in politics.
I don't have that. That's too far short. Yeah, I was asked that many times. This is my second political film.
Okay.
I think people who don't have a political agenda can make as many films as we want. Yeah, I guess.
That is better,
yeah.
right? Okay.
So actually, this is not really a political film, I guess. The nature of the film is politics. There is a lot of politics in the film. It's detailed very well. But it's really a love story. It's a husband and wife tale. It's a story of Radha and Jogendra. And that's what it really is, in the soul and the heart of it.
Okay. All the best for your film.
Thank you.
மாமா ஊர்ல ஒரு பழமொழி சொல்லுவாங்க, பாம்புக்கு புத்து வேணும்னா சித்தெரும்புல கஷ்டப்படணும்.